I'm Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the harvest goddess of the Romans, the only dwarf planet in the inner solar system. I am not an asteroid, but I live with them. Dwarf planets all must have these main traits. We must have an almost spherical shape, an orbit round the sun. We can't be moons, you see, and we can't have broken free from surrounding space debris. I make up nearly 1/3 of all the mass in the asteroid belt here, but I'm not called a planet even though I am a sphere. I share my orbit with all of the asteroids around me, which scientists consider to be the space debris. Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the harvest goddess of the Romans, the largest object in the asteroid belt, that's me. But I'm still the smallest of the dwarf planets you'll meet. I was spotted by Giuseppe Piazzi in 1801. He thought I was a planet orbiting the sun. Around 50 years later, I was called an asteroid after more asteroids were discovered sharing the same orbit I enjoy. Technically, I was the first asteroid to be discovered, and almost 50 more years passed until the truth was uncovered. In 2006, your scientists finally agreed that dwarf planet is the best classification for me. And Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the patron goddess of the Sicilians. I live in the asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars, but I'm not an asteroid. I'm too round and large. I take 1,682 Earth days to orbit round the sun, but only 9 hours to complete one rotation. I don't have any moons orbiting around me, but I have plenty of asteroid friends to keep me company. A new element was discovered in 1803, an abundant rare earth metal named cerium, after me. Found in the Earth's crust is where it tends to be. It's used in ovens, lighters, light bulbs, and even flat-screen TVs. And Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the harvest goddess of the Romans. The word cereal, as in breakfast, comes from my name, contributing even more to my increasing fame. The first dwarf planet visited by spacecraft in 2015. Spacecraft Dawn discovered several bright glowing spots on me. Called faculae, these spots are a kind of salt, sodium carbonates, found in my Occator crater, left from liquid that evaporates. I have water on me, an underground sea, which means that alien life is a possibility. I'm losing 6 kilograms of mass per second from water vapor I release. Plumes eject into space from below my surface underneath. I'm Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the harvest goddess of the Romans. I live in the asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars, but I'm not an asteroid. I'm too round and large. I'm mostly covered in small craters, but that's not all you'll see. I have a very tall mountain, Ahuna Mons, on me. Because I have water and minerals all over, I'm a potential location for humans to explore, and even human colonization. The closest dwarf planet to Earth, between Jupiter and Mars. From Earth's surface, I look like a very faint star, and very small and dim, and hard to see with just your eyes. But with a telescope, you can find me in your night sky. I'm Ceres, the closest dwarf planet to our sun, named after the harvest goddess of the Romans. The closest and the smallest dwarf planet that you'll meet. Maybe someday you